Going on, friends, family, everybody? KFC today. So, I guess they're not really new because KFC has had these before. But it's their new, well, I'm going to keep saying new, but like I said, they've had these before. They just brought them back. KFC's Nashville hot chicken tenders. So you can't just get the chicken tenders. I tried. You have to get the combo, which comes with a drink, fries, the tenders, and a biscuit. It comes in a 3-piece or a 4-piece. Your boy got the 3-piece. So $11.03 out the drive-thru for KFC Nashville hot chicken tenders. I've never had these before, so I'm kind of excited. I guess they also have the Nashville hot chicken available in their bowls, but the famous bowls back in the day when they first came out, they were fantastic, but over the years, in my opinion, they've just gotten worse. So I opted not to get the bowl, although they have like a French fries. They looked pretty good. I almost did, but because the bowl you can just get by itself, obviously. You don't have to get like a combo. Let's see what we got. So there's the biscuit. We got some pickles on there. I like that. It's a nice little touch. And then the chicken tenders. I'm going to use a plate. They asked what kind of dipping sauce I wanted. They didn't really have anything spicy, so we just went with the ranch. I read a little thing on this. It says, oh, that's a copycat. Okay, so that's not what I wanted. Let's see if this has it. Bear with me. Yeah, so I think I can't find much on it. I'm not going to spend any more time looking. I should have done that beforehand. Nonetheless, Nashville hot's kind of been the craze for a while, I suppose. I don't know. This one looks the best. You can see it's kind of a dry rub on there, but not really because it is a little bit wet. It is just a little bit. And I don't think that's just the grease. I think that is part of the Nashville hot spice that they've put on here. There's really nothing on this side other than just grease. So I don't know about these. They look to be kind of crispy. We'll find out. The meat's pretty juicy. It's tender. The breading, the crisp on the outside is nice. It gives a good texture in the mouth. The spice that you can see on these darker parts right here, obviously it's not all over the place. See how it's darker up here, darker there, lighter here, lighter there. This is the spice right here, or the Nashville hot, whatever you want to call it. They feel greasy. They're pretty greasy. You can kind of taste that. But the meat tastes like KFC chicken. It just has a taste to it. It reminds me of when I was younger and we would eat KFC, here and there. I'll try this with a little bit of ranch. Let's see how this pickle is. Not great. Let's try it with the ranch, see if it does anything. I think the ranch kind of helps it a little bit, and I'm not a big ranch and chicken guy. I mean, I get it. It's not bad. If you use the ranch, and I would surmise any sauce with it, unless it's like a really nice spicy hot sauce of sorts, but if you use just a ranch or just a condiment of that nature, it dilutes any bit of spiciness that this has at all. I think the Nashville hot craze, I think the Nashville hot thing is more about a flavor than really like being hot. There is a little bit when you get a good bite, like this is going to be a good bite because it's got a lot on it. They need more of it on here. You know. The bites that I'm getting that have the I don't know if it's a powder, like a dry rub, and then these are just so greasy that it's appearing to be a little bit more wet. That's what I'm feeling now, because they're not real saucy. But when you get a good amount of that, there's a little bit of a tingle on the lips, and that's really it. I think the overall flavor is spot on. It's really good. I think it's better than just a regular piece of fried chicken, right? You know, by having that little bit of flavor on there. Yeah, you can see this is all grease. This is going to be I think, right? Yeah. Look at that grease. That was just coated in there. And then the bottom of the biscuit, I'm pretty sure that's grease, and that's not. Yeah. So, although not the healthiest thing for you, even though it is chicken, is a little bit healthier sometimes than a lot of red meat or different things. Although flavorful, it is super greasy. Let's go in for the last one here. This one seems to be coated really well. Yeah, I can really pick up that blend. It's a powder on my lips. You guys have probably all seen I did a review on them. You can go back and look, but the Taco Bell chicken nuggets that they just released, this looks like them, but in tender form. You know, they had a lot of those dark, almost black looking spots, and then people were kind of, did they burn these? Did they overcook them? I only had one of my 6-piece or 10-piece, whatever that was in that review, that was really kind of well overdone and burnt. I think that's just the spice that they're putting on there and the way that they're layering it, because this is the same. It's almost striped. And that's just a pool of grease I just got in my lip. Good thing I have basketball tonight. I'm going to need a workout. I mean, overall, they're enjoyable. But again, really greasy. I'm gonna try a fry and then I'm gonna cut out of here. I wasn't expecting a whole lot of spice or, that. But for what they are, that flavor of that Nashville hot flavor comes through pretty well in this. I'm not really versed too well on the Nashville hot craze or these things, but you can go down to your spice aisle at your local grocery store and they have bottles now, right, that are labeled Nashville hot. You can find a lot of different things labeled Nashville hot. I guess it's in a tier of spiciness if you want to go up that way, where but to me it's more of just a flavor. It's like Cajun seasoning. Cajun seasoning is not really that spicy, just that. But it's in that wheelhouse, if you will, which is why I'm doing this review. I thought it would be interesting. Plus, I enjoy doing these. Let's try a fry, and then I'll just enjoy these fries off camera here. But let's try it with the ranch. Although they're cold, that's the problem with fries. They're always cold. But I don't mind a cold fry. They're good. I haven't had fries from KFC in years. Decades probably. They have a nice little crisp to them, like a golden brown, and a little crust to them, a little crisp. It might be the way that they cook them with the salt on there, because you can see it there. That's a good example right there. You can see how it's kind of, it's not flat. I like my fries like that. It's like a golden brown crust on the fry. Gives them a nice texture and a good bite. So, there you have it. Overall, they're pretty good. I could deal with a little bit less of the grease, a little bit more of that Nashville hot seasoning on there. I'm having a hard time seeing anybody thinking that these were too spicy. I can see some people maybe, being like, these are pretty spicy. Maybe. I'm having a hard time getting there, but I for sure don't see anybody saying, oh, that's way too spicy for me. I think in 2025 now, spice is become a bigger part of people's lives. Everybody has a bottle of hot sauce. I would surmise, again, I'm just guessing, I'm just, going off of my thoughts here. And I think that at least 8 out of 10 people enjoy some type of spice, whether it just be once in a while, all the time, once a week, here and there. I think it's gotten there. So that's why I don't see this causing anybody to be like, oh, that's too spicy. Because I'm still having a hard time finding that maybe somebody thinks it is spicy, but enjoyable. For me, there's just really no spice to it all. I can just kind of sense it on the lips and a little bit on the front of the palate, but it doesn't stay around. It doesn't linger. There's no building spice to it. There's no lingering spice to it. It's just kind of there. But for me, it's more of just a flavor than a heat or a spice, if that makes sense. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you on the next one.